Viewer, behold. God of War Ragnarok starts off right maybe a couple years after the first game. I would highly recommend playing the first game before getting into this one, but if you want a quick gist of it, it was a wonderful storytelling game, and the combat was a lot of fun. I liked the combat in the first game, so this was just sprinkling more stuff on top of that, and it was just delicious. Um, I played the first game, and I feel like you need to know the first game's mechanics because the game kind of just throws everything at you, and unless you like really know what to do from the first game, I can see people struggling. I can see why people didn't like it, but I saw the main complaints when this game first came out was that like people who played the first game for it and then played this and was like, oh, it's more of the same. And I don't know, isn't that what a sequel is supposed to be, more of the same? But anyways, I don't want to like. If you tell me what you think in the comments. Do you think this game was like were you happy when this game came out, or were you one of the people who were like, oh, it's more of the same? But I was on that boat too, more of the same, until I played it again recently, and honestly, it was a lot of fun. Because I think the mistake was playing the first one before and then playing the second one, because you kind of burn yourself out. But if you just played this again, just give it another try. If you don't like it, I recommend giving it another go, because this game was a great time. It was also a great story. So the Atreus missions, there's missions where Atreus splits up, kind of like Metal Gear Solid 2, where like it's like instead of Snake it's Ryder, but but this time instead of Kratos, it's Atreus, and Atreus was actually a lot of fun. Atreus was cool, but it's not. It's good that you get to go back to Kratos. I'd be upset if just made Atreus in the next character, because don't get me wrong, Atreus is a very cool character. I think he's gonna be really sick. I think like the way they're making him out, he's gonna be a really cool character, a really fun character, and I'm really excited to see what is gonna be like the Loki of the God of War. Like Loki is Kratos' son. So I really want to see what happens or what they're gonna do with him. I'm really excited for Atreus. Like I really wasn't really excited the first time, but after playing the second time, I'm like, I'm like, fuck, dude. Atreus has so much potential right now. He has so much potential, and he can literally do so much right now. And I'm really excited to see where Santa Monica will take him in the future. But anyways, let's not focus on that. Let's talk about Kratos, because this game is a Kratos game. This game is all about Kratos. You think this game is about Atreus? Nah. This game is actually about Kratos. And once you realize that, the game is just... I enjoy the game so much more. I guess because I'm a big Kratos fan. Anyone who played God of War growing up will always love Kratos. He was always he's always that badass dude. He's like I don't know. He's just the badass beat 'em up dude. Like anyone who knows, you know. But let's get on to the gameplay now. So the gameplay of the game is pretty much a standard kind of like mix of Dark Souls and I want to say beat 'em up. You know what I'm saying? Your weapons have talismans which give them abilities. Like the axe has a spin move, or you can get like a deadly frost ray, and the blades of chaos have like cool. You can do like my favorite one is like he gets to like it's like a leash slam, or he's pretty much just slamming the ground like a monster, and he just got mashed on R2 and it does so much damage. And I think that's probably my favorite testament. I love the Blaze. The Blaze of Chaos feels so good in this game. The combat feels good. Like when you're using the Blaze of Chaos and you throw it and it brings the enemy towards you. You just do some crazy ass combo. That's when I feel like this game is at its best. It just feels so good. But sometimes the combat can be difficult, unless you're a parry god. If you're a parry god, you're gonna like this game, because they allow so many different builds. If you want to have a shield build, you can. But let me get back onto the abilities. So also later on in the game is that the difference from the first and second is that you get a spear later. You get a spear made to you from Brock, and the spear is just really cool. The spear is a lot of fun. I love to just set up stuff with it, throw a bunch, hit the triangle, boom 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 boom. It feels good. It feels like a great weapon. Also, you got your hand-to-hand and the classic execution. God of War execution is there, but instead of a circle button, you hit the right stick. And when you hit that right stick, Kratos, when you see that button and you know it's time, Kratos will rip that dude apart. And so will Atreus when he does it too. Also, Atreus can shapeshift. So like, there's also like a power mode where like your character will like get this red bar, like his super meter. When his super meter is full, he'll go into like his ultimate state. And Kratos is the god of war rage. For Atreus, he turns to a wolf, and he'll like go and just start fucking tearing shit apart. It's really cool, and like the game definitely did a great job on like focusing on the combat. But like I said, make sure you play the first game because they just throw shit in there. Because if you play the first game, the second game when they start mixing up the enemies, it's much easier. But yeah, Odin. No, that's not. Let's save Odin for the story. We're gonna save that. Let's save that for the story. The boss battles, too. The boss battles are great. Instead of the Valkyries from the first game, we have the Berserkers. They're like these crazy, beefed up, crazy warriors, and that's awesome because like they always have like cool dialogue and like cool lore. If you want to read the lore, you can go into little codex books and read about the stories and the soldiers and stuff. You can get Kratos' thoughts on everything, which is always sick to do. And I always love when games give you the option to learn more. You know, they always put that in the background. Put it in the background, never the foreground, because I feel like if you put lore and shit in the foreground, people get bored. You know, most people don't like they want to learn the lore on their own time. Like when they're watching like YouTube lore videos, when they're they're going for walks or like just sitting on the computer. But yeah, that's pretty much. Oh, also, so you can also change your Kratos or your Atreus by like getting items and using items to like make your build. And you can have different, because they have different stats, and each stat has different stuff like strength, more damage, runic, which is I think is more cooldown time. Oh no, runic is like more magic damage I think, and then cooldown is less cooldown time. And there's also luck, which you know if you want to do a luck build. So they have so much stuff. Also, the best part is that the gear is all like different and customizable, so you can like print Kratos out. And I think they have like a fashion slot. So if you want, you can actually like hook them up and like put the stats you want with different armor that you like, which I think is really cool. I think that's really smart. And I'm really glad they added that feature. You know, for the fashionistas out there. All right, but I think that's enough of the game. Oh, and now, no, one more thing about the gameplay is that so remember those items I said? So they give you items that give you different effects. Like they'll give you items that give you effect of like time slow down, or like if you dodge at a certain time, you can slow down time when you do a perfect dodge, and stuff like that. I think it's called runes or amulets. I don't remember off the top of my head what it's called, but yeah, that was just a little nice little confetti too to add on that, which is really nice and really fun. You can really customize your Kratos, so that's what I'm saying. It's kind of a mishmash of like an action RPG and kind of like a I guess action RPG would just sum it all. Action RPG now, like, because I was gonna say Souls like, but now Souls is now action RPG now. To be honest, it's just like you just have to dodge now. But everyone does that now. Everyone does the Souls combat, and you can't knock them. Souls combat is fun, especially when like it's done right. It's freaking awesome, you know. And if you make it more like easier for easier players, they're gonna enjoy that shit. I feel like Souls gaming got the best feeling of like a knight. Like you're feeling like a knight. I've said that before. I'll say it on this game, but anyways, let's get on to the story. This story is a wonderful conclusion to Kratos' little Odin run, and people say it's rushed, and I would kind of agree. Like I kind of wanted more, especially from Odin, but like who knows? Odin can always be scheming. But it was a fun journey to ride on, and you go with Kratos and Atreus to begin Ragnarok, and it's really cool. So it kind of starts off with this dynamic. So Kratos wants to avoid them at all costs. Kratos doesn't want no beef with Odin. He's like, just forget about it. Just forget about it. But Atreus has actually been looking for Tyr. He's been looking for Tyr's location. And Odin and Thor actually come in, and after the first chapter, when Atreus like they kind of had an argument, and Atreus like runs away, and I'm not gonna spoil anything, but you'll see anything. But later on, Odin comes in with Thor, and they have a cool little scene. I think it was like a homage to the first game, but I think the first game's intro was better. I'm not gonna lie. Like I think they tried to do it better, but I think the first game was just so much better. Like Baldur, no one can beat Baldur's intro. Baldur's intro was so fucking good. But yeah, but so Thor and Odin have a little powwow with Kratos, and they pretty much Odin wants Atreus to give up his search on Tyr, and Kratos was like, "You've been searching for him." He's like, "You can't find your backyard." And so like they have this whole thing, and then they get into a fight, and Atreus refuses to not look for Tyr, and so Thor, you know, the first boss battle, and the story just gets crazy, and like you meet some crazy characters. Thor, who was awesome, like Fat Thor, that dude was cool. Angrboda was really sick. I think I like her the most too. I think she's really sick. Thor Luther, whatever her name is. Thor. I can't remember her name off the top of my head. Thor's Luther. I just remember Thor's Luther because that was funny. Uh, I think it was Brud. Brud. I can't remember. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Thor's Luther fans. I can't remember her name. Thrud. Her name is Thrud. Thrud is cool. But you know what I'm saying. Of course, Brock and Sindri return. Brock and Sindri are awesome characters. I love those guys. Brock and Sindri, man, those guys are such a fun duo. Like, you know, they're the classic odd couple. You know, Brock is all dirty and like fucking grungy, and Sindri's just like a delicate little flower and is always clean. So it's always fun watching them and being with them. Brock also gives you the spear I was talking about earlier. The spear is so sick. I love that spear. Thank you, Brock, for that spear. Yeah, you guys go on an adventure to try and find Tyr, and then you guys finally find him. And is he enough to do Ragnarok? Is he enough? Well, guess what? Of course he's not, because Kratos is the G, and Kratos does it all. But yeah, just play the game if you want to experience it all. Just appreciate what the story's about. But that's like my little summary for it. It's a great story. I think it's a fun story. The side quest, I highly recommend the side quest, especially the jellyfish side quest in the desert place. I highly recommend. It's such a great quest. And make sure you do it with Atreus. Don't do it with Freya. Do it with Atreus. Alright, that's all I'm gonna say. So yeah, the game overall is a fun game. It's great. It's awesome. I love the stuff. It's so much. It was so much fun to play again. I feel like the first time was I kind of burned myself out, and I didn't like it as much. But the second time I enjoyed it much more. And I feel like if you have the money, or if you see it on PS Plus or Game Pass, I highly recommend God of War Ragnarok. I think it's a lot of fun. I think if it's on sale, it's on Steam too. I think if it's on sale for like 20 bucks, $10, I recommend it, dude. Try it out. God of War Ragnarok it's a sick game. But hey, do you guys want me to do like a rating? I've been doing like a rating system, but I don't really want to do one. I feel like it's kind of lame. I don't like putting things in numbers, but let me know and put in the comments below. Do you want a rating system? Should I do a rating system, or should I just ignore that? I'm just gonna ignore it until people start asking for it, I guess. But yeah, that's it for the video. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed watching, please leave it a like. If you didn't like it, send this to your enemy. All right, thank you. Peace.